Hello everybody. If you want to read all the story's content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 702, The Mountain Signal, Upper Beginner. Anna lived high on a mountain. She worked at an old weather station. The wind was always loud and the air was thin. It was a very lonely place, far from the nearest town. One cold afternoon, Anna was cleaning the big radio room. Dust lay thick on all the old equipment. She moved a heavy, broken machine and saw something underneath. It was a small metal box. The box felt cold and heavy. It looked like a very old, simple phone, but it had no buttons, only a dark, blank screen. Anna was curious. She took it back to her small living room. She put the metal box on her wooden desk next to her hot cup of tea. That night, Anna was reading a book when she heard a sound. It was a soft, high sound, like a quiet song. The dark screen of the box turned on. It did not show numbers or words at first. It showed a strange, beautiful map of the night sky, full of bright stars she had never seen before. Anna put her book down. She watched the screen carefully. Then, slowly, a message appeared in bright green letters. The message had only 3 words: "We are waiting." Anna felt a little afraid, but mostly she felt a great sense of wonder. She realized her lonely mountain post was the perfect place for this message. She felt a strong excitement and immediately began to work on the big, broken radio machine. It took her all night, but by sunrise, she had fixed the heavy machine. She typed her reply into the little metal box. "We are ready." She pressed the single, smooth spot on the box to send the message into space. The star map on the screen flashed bright blue, a final signal leaving Earth. Then the screen went completely dark and the box became silent forever. Anna did not feel disappointed. Her mission was complete. She had listened and she had answered. She simply poured a new cup of tea and watched the sun rise, a quiet smile on her face. Her world was still the mountain, but the silence now felt full of the answered message. Vocabulary notes. Lonely, adjective, definition, feeling alone and sad, or a place where there are few people. Example, it was a very lonely place far from the nearest town. This describes the setting. Another example, after her friends left, she felt lonely in the big house. Similar words, isolated, remote, deserted. Curious, adjective, definition, wanting to know or learn something, interested in new things. Example, Anna was curious. She took it back to her small living room. This describes Anna's feeling about the metal box. Another example, the child was curious about the animal hiding behind the tree. Similar words, inquisitive, interested, fascinated. Wonder, noun, definition, a feeling of surprise and admiration, usually caused by something beautiful, unexpected, or impressive. Example, Anna felt a little afraid, but mostly she felt a great sense of wonder. This describes her reaction to the message. Another example, the tourist looked at the ancient pyramids with wonder. Similar words, awe, excitement, fascination. Machine, noun, definition, a piece of equipment with moving parts that does work. Example, she immediately began to work on the big broken radio machine. This refers to the radio equipment. Another example, the factory uses large machines to build cars quickly. Similar words, device, apparatus, equipment, mechanism. Disappointed, adjective, Definition: sad or unhappy because something was not as good as expected, or because something did not happen. Example: Anna did not feel disappointed. She was not sad that the box went silent because she finished her work. Another example: he was disappointed when the movie was cancelled because of the rain. Similar words: upset, let down, sad, discouraged. I'm going to try something new, something different. I will ask you some comprehension questions from sections of the story. Please answer them using simple, complete sentences. Enjoy! Section 1. Anna's life and discovery. Where did Anna live and work? What was the weather station like? Use 2 words to describe the location. What did Anna find under the broken radio machine? How was the metal box different from a normal phone? Name 2 things. Section 2. The message. What sound did Anna hear when the box turned on? What appeared on the box's screen before the words? What were the 3 words in the message Anna received? Why did Anna feel excitement even though she was a little afraid? Section 3. The reply and conclusion. What did Anna do all night until sunrise? What was Anna's reply to the message? After she sent the message, what happened to the metal box? Why did Anna feel complete and not disappointed? Story written by Gemini 2.5 Flash. Image created by onemin.ai. To read all the story's content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. CC Music, drifting at 432 Hz, Unicorn Heads.
Okay, let's dive in. Today we're looking at just one source, a really compact story.
Yeah, a single narrative. But it's about some pretty big things. Isolation, discovery, even, like, first contact.
And our mission here is to really unpack it,
Yeah.
Look at the themes underneath the plot. Duty, loneliness.
And this idea of a perfect single answer. It's quite something.
So let's set the scene first. We have Anna. Where is she?
She's way up high, living alone at an old weather station on a mountain.
High altitude, thin air. The source mentions constant loud wind.
Exactly. It really hammers home that this was, and I quote, a very lonely place. Not just physically remote, but deeply isolating.
And that stark setting is crucial, isn't it, for what she finds?
Totally. It makes the discovery even more, well, unexpected.
So she's cleaning, right, in the radio room. Lots of old broken gear.
Heavy stuff. And she moves this big, broken radio machine.
And there it is, underneath.
Yeah, this small, heavy metal box. Cold to the touch.
The description's interesting. It looked like an old phone.
Sort of, but really basic. No buttons, no dials, just this dark, blank screen. Completely inert, it seems.
Nothing like the clunky human tech around it. It feels different, alien, almost.
Well, that's the thing. It needs something else to activate it, not human hands.
And that trigger comes later at night.
Right. It's quiet for once. She's reading, and then she hears it.
What does she hear?
A sound, described as soft, high, like a quiet song. Very subtle.
And that's the signal.
That's the start.
Yeah.
Because then the box reacts. The screen lights up.
But not with words initially.
No, first it shows this map. A strange, beautiful map of the night sky.
Full of bright stars she'd never seen before, instantly signaling this is big. This is beyond Earth.
It provides that cosmic context first, and then come the words.
Just 3 words, yeah. In bright green letters.
We are waiting.
Wow.
Right.
Just we are waiting. That must have been terrifying.
Well, yes, the source mentions fear, but it's mixed with something else. A great sense of wonder.
Ah, that specific feeling. Maybe.
Exactly. That mix of fear and profound amazement. And she gets it. She understands that her lonely post, this isolated spot.
It's suddenly the perfect place for this. It wasn't a random location.
Right. The message isn't hostile. It feels patient, Like, they knew someone was there listening. And she realizes, okay, it's my move.
What's fascinating is what she does next. She doesn't just, stare at the box or panic.
No, she works all night long.
But not on the box itself, right? She focuses on the old tech.
Yeah, she fixes the big broken radio machine first, gets her equipment back online.
It feels like duty. Like she needs to restore her own world's communication before answering the call from another.
I think that's right. It grounds her response. It's deliberate, not impulsive.
And only then, once the sun's coming up and the radio's fixed, does she turn back to the box?
And she types her reply. Also 3 words.
We are ready.
A perfect echo. A commitment.
How does she send it? There are no buttons.
The source says she just presses a single smooth spot on the box, like it was waiting for that specific touch.
One simple gesture to send a message across maybe light years.
And then there's a final visual confirmation. The star map flashes.
Bright blue this time?
Bright.
Yeah.
And then nothing.
The screen goes dark. The box goes silent.
Forever, the text says.
Yeah.
Just off. Done.
And Anna's reaction to that? Is she crushed? Did she expect a conversation?
No. And this is key. She doesn't feel disappointed. She feels complete.
Her mission was done.
Exactly. She listened and she answered. That was the task. The connection itself wasn't the point. The perfect exchange was.
The story ends with her just, making tea?
Yeah, pouring tea.
Yeah.
And noticing the silence on the mountain feels different now. It feels full of the answered message. Like the silence itself is confirmation.
It's a really powerful ending, this idea of completion through a single act.
A perfect reply, perfectly received, and then stillness.
So the thought to leave you with is about that completion. Anna achieves her mission not by starting a long chat, but by giving one perfect answer that ends the contact. What value do you think there is in that kind of communication? One that fulfills its entire purpose the moment it's sent and received. Something to think about.